biscuit boy proud. Static crackles like a rattlesnake's tail. Voices rolling like a freight train wheel. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Gravy drips in the southern drawl. Stories thick like the cypress tall. Radio rebels riding wild and free, shouting truths like a storm at sea. Hey, hey, can you feel that beat? Boots on the floor, fire in the heat. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Tells the dirt roads, whiskey skies that cut through the night like fireflies. Laughter echoes through the pines, two voices cross them county lines.
Coming in for a landing.
Wheels down.
Wheels down. We
Good
have
morning.
landed.
How are you this morning, cornbread man?
Good, man. I'm trying to get the brain fog out.
I hear you.
I didn't sleep good for a portion of last night.
Right.
And then it's like I all of a sudden I was, slept really hard. And when I did sleep, one of the things that I had 3 nightmares back to back to back. I never
Oh my
did
goodness.
that. Like where things are after me, that kind of,
Right.
or it's just icky kind of stuff, like a varmint or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had one of those waking dreams?
Oh man, you talk about where you can't move.
You're paralyzed,
I
but you
hate
can
it.
see, you think you see what's going on around you, and there's usually a little alien or a werewolf or something
There's
off to
something
the
trying
side.
to get you, and you're trying to move,
and you're
when,
just, yeah.
and when you come out of that, you're in fight mode.
Oh, yeah. And then you fight sleep. You don't want to go back to sleep.
Don't want to go back to sleep.
Yeah, it's really, really weird.
The first time that ever happened to me, man, it freaked me out. Like, dude, I didn't sleep good for days.
I was a kid the first time it happened to me, and I saw a werewolf standing in my parents' bedroom doorway.
Wow.
I can still remember the lines on his face, his teeth, the slobber coming off of his mouth from, the growl and the drool and everything. It was really weird. Really
There's
weird.
the chaser. Good morning.
There he is.
Folks. Good morning, Sir Chaser. Are you coming to get some cards?
Got a
Some
biscuit for you as
business
well.
cards? Yeah, we got a biscuit for you too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's out, but at least we know he's out there.
He is. He's always lurking somewhere.
I think we're still waiting to see, but I think Dean's going to be moved around a little bit at work, and him and Jeremy are going to be on the same days now, which is great
Yeah.
because we could go to Scooters or wherever, as as the full entourage.
Yeah.
You know, with some other associated people that maybe not in town or, you know, not apart right now, but for all of us, we'll be able to go, and hopefully others will in the future.
Remind me not to wear a new shirt in here again. This shirt's just not for sitting and being comfortable in. It's for up moving around and stuff.
I will remind you. I will give you the
hey, don't wear that.
Yeah. Hey, what are you wearing tomorrow? You know.
Yeah.
Listen at this guy.
Yeah.
Y'all are a nightmare.
Yeah, we are.
That would be the nightmare that we had a dream about Dean.
Yeah. Dean.
By the way, you have not had a chance to respond to Dean's flub. He says it was right.
Which one?
There's more than one, but the one where he said the good die young, so that's why I'm going to stay young.
Well, he wants to die early, apparently. I mean, he ain't going to live long.
And Marine, who you never see on the channel, very rarely.
Right.
After the show, he said, well, obviously you didn't die young, so you were mean or evil or whatever he said. He cracked on him, man. I mean, just cracked on him.
Wow.
I loved it.
Well, you know, the thing is, every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut. You know what I mean? So, you know, every once in a while, Dean will come up with just something that is so unbelievably beautiful and asinine at the same time. I love him.
He's the king of liners like that.
He
like,
is.
I don't.
He is.
I don't have a clue what he's talking about sometimes, but you know, it works.
Sometimes it makes sense in retrospect, though.
Yeah, he's a great co-host.
Oh, yeah.
Does a great job.
I love giving him a hard time.
He likes to run his mouth now. Remember in the early days he wouldn't say nothing. Now he runs his mouth.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
We've created. He's coming to the site, the lab. You know, the Frankenstein lab. We have created a monster.
It's alive.
He's got the little bolts on the side of his neck now, you know.
Yeah. We'll have him drinking coffee before it's over.
He said he's going to get Marina and be on the way. So he's coming by. He's going to a really cool thing. We just, you know, sometimes you can go, sometimes you can't, but they're doing a Boyd Speedway, kind of like a reunion.
Yeah.
And they're going to go be a part of that. It starts at 9:00 or so. He's going to give out cards and try to get some people on the interview and
cool.
You know, get some interviews on the spot, and then get some people lined up for the official interview.
Boyd Speedway.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. It's a
no.
I don't know. I guess you look at trucks that are sitting on the dirt. I mean,
talk about the old days. There used to be a
Grandpa,
racetrack there.
Tell me about the good old days.
Yeah.
Oh man, remember the days when the judge? No, everybody's going, "Who's the mama and who's the daughter?"
Yeah,
I mean, there was a time there where you know it could fool you.
Kind of blurred the lines a little bit.
And he says he is not having crystals.
Thank you.
Well, I bet they're wailing over there at the local crystal over that.
Well, I bet you Marine's going, praise the Lord, he's not having crystals this morning.
Yeah, he has to follow him around. I mean, I hope Marine's out front. You know, Marine should be out front.
That'd get a gas mask. One or the other.
I mean, the poor guy. I mean, he's always second at the door here. I mean, you know, so he's following him around. It reminds me of a couple of guys I went to it was a collectible record. It was like a big convention,
right.
for music, you know, collectibles down at the World Congress Center in Atlanta, GA.
Yeah.
And anyway, the night before we'd went to a Kiss show the night before. And that night in the hotel room, one of the dudes gets like sick, bad. And the next morning he is crop dusting bad. I mean, like sour, just melt the nose hairs out. And that guy followed him around everywhere. It was his friend. I mean, I barely knew the guy.
Right.
But they had showed up looking at something, and I thought, what's that? It's kind of like Bucshot did last week or 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Do you smell that? I mean, no, I mean, I saw people just getting sick. So I took off. I did my own thing. Dude followed him around all day. He was sick the whole day like that. I thought, how could you stand it, man?
No joke. No joke. There's nothing worse than being in the gym lifting weights and somebody come by and crop dust you. You know, especially if you're in the middle of a set. You know what I mean? Because you just have to stand there and take it. You know,
6. Oh!
My goodness.
Oh man, the silent deadlies. You know.
Yeah. And they can get bad. You know, I told you the story about the monorail, you know, at Disney World.
Getting trapped. Was it trapped or what?
Well, they were trapped, all right. The windows wouldn't come down. Somebody cut one on there. They had to take 2 people to the hospital. They arrested the guy for farting on the monorail. Got arrested.
I would deny it. How do they prove it?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe he claimed it. I don't know.
It was me.
If it was that bad, I got it.
Yes.
Yeah. But, wow.
Nowadays you got the idiots that goes into the Home Depots and stuff and does it on purpose with the stink spray, you know.
Oh yeah.
Or they act like they did. Yeah, maybe it's not even that, you know.
Have you seen the new fart gun?
No,
it's
I actually haven't shot for anything like that. I'm so dumb.
Well, there's a video. I know it.
You say the new. I didn't even know there was an old.
Oh, it's improved, apparently. But you can fart in a canister, and it's got a little thumper thing on there, and you can thump it, and it'll shoot a fart across the room.
I can honestly say I have never heard of that.
I'd like to try it if it's real, you know.
Where do you buy stuff? Is it online or do you go like, I don't know, some local place, you know?
Beans R Us? I don't know. Don't know.
I mean, can I help you start? Yeah, I'm looking for the new and improved.
Yeah, the new fart gun. That's new and improved by Whammo.
I got to share my van. I shared this. By the way, folks, don't forget, the show is brought to you by Wolf Nation Coffee, and I'll have to switch over and get that up on the screen, the widget for that.
Yep.
Since I'm going to talk about it, but there's a reason I'm saying this. We're now on Roku, and we're on. We should be going live to Pickaxe, but I forgot to put the link there, so that's on me. But anyway, we I got people calling me and everything. Everything goes crazy. But
8:00 hit.
Yeah.
Goes crazy at 8:00.
But I want to vent just for, I shared this on Pickaxe, my vent yesterday. I went in, I had, I'm an in and out kind of guy. I don't do a whole lot of shopping around. I mean, I'm looking to get what I want to get and get it. Once I had a lot of stuff I wanted to do in the studio. So I went to. You're
not an impulse purchaser. You know what you want when you go in and you go get it and you
pretty
leave.
much it. Pretty much it. So I went to Home Depot. I'll call them out. I don't care. And they're helpful. I used to not shop there for years because of stuff that corporately they were doing, and I didn't agree with it. So I did my own self-imposed boycott.
Right.
But I'll be honest, I kind of prefer them to Lowe's. And I'm not shooting down anybody. It's just,
well, you can't find help at either one of them hardly.
Well, I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday. So I went in and I was getting like 3 odd things, like, extension cable, some super glue, and it was something else I got. Oh, some screws.
A fart gun.
It wasn't that.
Okay.
So I went in and I found the cord really quick. The little extension I needed for the coffee pots in here.
Right.
I found the screws really quick. Got a couple of. So then I need super glue, a big store. So I see 6 guys standing around where the self checkout is. All workers, got the vest on. They got the big old Home Depot tag on. The guy said, and they're all just like having guy talk. And one guy says, "Hey, how can I help you? How you doing?" And I said, "Well, do you have any super glue?" I got to give this guy credit. This guy, think about this, in a big old Home Depot.
Yeah.
I said, "Do you have any super glue?" "Why, yes, sir, we do." "That'll be in paint." And I thought, great, paint. So, but he goes, "That's on aisle 46. You're going to find that." Sent me right to it. I'm like, dude, I like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go get it. I'm headed back. And I want to make a couple of disclaimers here. One is, I don't care to self-checkout. Don't bother me one bit.
It does me. It bothers me.
Well, we'll let you get to your part. It doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I don't even care if they're standing around, horsing around, doing nothing while I'm checking out. I don't care. What bothers me is they act like you're an idiot. You don't know what you're doing. They got to help you all along the process. They keep interjecting. Oh, you hit that button right there. And they're telling you how to do it.
Right.
Here's my vent. This is all I got to say about that.
Come on with it.
If I'm going to be charged with the self-checkout, leave me alone unless I ask for help.
Yeah.
Don't stare at me like I'm stealing something or I'm skip charging or whatever. Put a camera there or something. I don't like you hovering around my back like that.
Right.
If you're going to direct it, you do it. You stand behind it. How are they saving money when they got 6 guys standing around, 6 self-checkouts, and you're doing it? How are they saving money for you to do it?
They're not.
It's stupid. And
Listen,
that burns me up.
Oh, it burns me up. But I will tell you this. My wife thinks it's about speed. No, it's not about speed to me. If I go and I'm going to purchase all of these items, okay? If I'm going to go through the self-checkout line, then I'm going into the employee break room and have a sandwich or something, okay? And you better not try to stop me.
I work here. I'm Dave.
I'm Paul LeBron. I work here. There he is.
Well, not Dean. We got Gerald.
Well, but yeah. No, I do not like the self-checkout lines. I'm not an employee of that company. I don't draw any benefits from them. They overcharge me as it is. So at least check my items out and put them in a bag for me. And tell me good day.
Dean says,
"Chaps my butt."
Mom said, you are sick, Dean included. I think that discussion about crop dusting must have got her.
Must have. Fart jokes. That's just guy stuff.
I didn't like that. Like the dudes hovering around. Yeah. Put your card there. Touch.
So that's when you need one of them fart guns. That's.
Everybody scatters.
Yeah. Look like roaches when you turn the light on.
Oh, he's agreeing with
you.
Biscuit
Agreed.
Boy?
All right.
Wow, that's like ding, 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 ding. What in the world happened
Tell
here?
him what he won by.
Come on down.
Yeah.
But I just, it just bugs me. Or, they're great people. I think they're great people. I think they're just stupid corporations or how they set up things or whatever. So I have went recently and bought a couple of things, or I had it ordered in because it wasn't at the store. As big a store as they are, a lot of things, they're not in the store. They'll say, well, you have to order that in.
Yeah, we don't have that in stock.
I mean, I asked for a paper towel holder one day I think it was Lowe's, and they're like, oh, no, it was Home Depot. And I said, y'all have them? No, unfortunately, you can only order that online. I said, with all this you've got on the shelves in here, you don't have that? No, I'm sorry. We used to. Oh, well, that does me a lot of good. So I ordered it in, But
we couldn't charge you a delivery fee.
So anyway, I ordered a couple things. They were bigger ticket items, but I went in to get it, and they just pushed the thing out there like, good luck.
Here you go.
There was a guy in the parking lot that helped us, Me and Jeremy were thankful. One of them was kind of heavy, but they just roll it out there on the little cart and said, thanks a lot. See you next time.
Enjoy.
They used to be like these full service places. Now it's just weird, dude. It's just weird.
Well, there's a huge disconnect, it seems like, from the public. One of my first jobs was a bag boy. A red food store.
That was my first real job.
And well, I had other jobs before that were real jobs, but I guess this was my first W-2 job. You know what I mean?
The official.
Yeah.
You're like a W-2. What's that?
Yeah, exactly.
I just want a paycheck.
Yeah, just pay me.
Which one did you work at?
Over in Fort Oglethorpe.
Oh, I did too. What year was that?
70.
No,
No, it was 1980. 79 or 80.
dude, I worked there in 1980.
Yep.
I was
enough.
15 years old. You would have been 15 years old. A lot about my age.
Yep.
What was your job?
I was a bag boy. That's all I did was a bag boy.
Dude, did we work on opposite days? I mean, I worked there in 1980.
There's no telling. There.
Well, we wouldn't have known each other then, but we
No.
worked in I don't remember you being there though.
I was there. During the summer.
Yeah, I mean, I was there for about a year.
I didn't work there that long.
Well, they had some
maybe 2 months.
They had
tops.
some crappy leadership. I got into it with one of them, and if I did, I'm sure you did.
Yeah. Like I said, I made it 2 months, and I told them
I had an on the job injury, and they cussed me out.
Really. Wow.
Yeah, I listened to this now, and I was young and just not really thinking. I got hurt on the job, and I was hurting bad. Like I they made you run there. You remember that?
Yeah, and I refused to.
And I slipped on a wet day. I slipped on that, them little tiles inside. They're so slippery. And I fell down and caught the corner of a buggy. And I thought I cracked or broke my ribs, man.
Wow.
They made me work to the end of the shift before I could go to the hospital.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
I mean, like they threatened my job. So I just did it.
Yeah.
So I went and they told me I didn't have a break, but I was very fortunate. But my whole side was like 10 different colors and it was painful. So about 2 weeks later, the bill
cracked rib actually hurts worse than a broke one. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it does.
Yeah. So 2 weeks later, the bill comes in, and this is 1980, so it's $200, man. Like today, it'd be like, I don't know, 2 or 3, 4,000 or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, I got called in the office, and I had 3 managers just tag teaming, dude, telling me how bad I am and cussing me out and blah, 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 blah. And I got to a point, and I was a kind of really quiet guy back then. I mean, really quiet.
Right.
And I said, are y'all through cussing me out? I mean, can I just go do I have a job? Can I go do my job?
Right.
So anyway, they started, I was getting abused on the job by them. I was getting mocked and I was being done wrong. Wow. And so one day on a Saturday, it was a beautiful day. I'm 16 years old, dude. And this lady, I pushed her groceries out, and she said, it's too pretty to work today. I said, I agree with you. I think I'm going to the lake. And I loaded her groceries up, told her goodbye, walked to my car. And
Took her tip.
I think she gave me a tip.
Yeah.
And I took that tip. Absolutely. And I went to the lake. I absolutely did that. And I'm not saying you should do that, but I was mad. And cause I saw them laughing at me. They were high-fiving each other after they got smart with me. I just glanced back and I seen them laughing and high-fiving each other.
Yeah.
I was mad. So I quit. Well, I come in to get my check on that following Saturday or whatever it was. And the guy's like, why did you walk off the job like that? Da, 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 da. And I said, well, I don't like the way I've been treated. He said, well, I'll tell you what, if you'll come back right now, I'll keep the same seniority, everything. We're shorthanded. We'll just act like it didn't happen. And I told him what he could do with it in very physical terms in front of other customers. Now, I'm not saying that was smart to do, but I was mad.
That's understandable.
But man, I can't believe we worked there at the same place at the same time.
I never had that same experience.
Was you more of a daytime guy or nighttime?
Daytime.
That's why I worked mostly nights.
Daytime.
That's why I only worked days on Sunday morning.
Right.
They would give me a lot of Sunday mornings. I was the evening guy.
Yeah, this
like
was,
4 to close or something.
Like I said, this was during the summer, and that's all I would work was days. I would not work nights. And
that's amazing. I never knew that. We've known each other all these years. I never knew we worked at the same place.
Sure enough.
Yes, Dean, I worked.
And I had someone get on to me for not running. And I looked them straight in the eye and I said, listen, I'm not at track practice. I'm not at football practice. I'm not running anywhere. Now I'll walk a little faster, but I'm not running.
Dude,
I'm not going to run.
I can't tell you the people's mirrors that got knocked off because people would open their door at the wrong time, or the guy would lose. The cars were real narrow to run between.
Yeah.
There was one day a lady got knocked down twice right out the door trading her Coke bottles in. Like
somebody running, pushing a buggy.
Man, we would launch off that little ramp, and when the buggy landed, the doors would open and you would land inside. Like the thing would travel like 6 feet in the air.
Oh yeah.
And you would land. Well, she was standing there and it walked around. Some granny walked around. The guy, the big boss, you know what I'm talking about. He ran over. Oh my gosh, ma'am, are you okay? She said, it's okay. These young boys didn't mean to do it. You know, they're just bless their heart. Well, he just had got it all settled. By golly, another guy comes through there, slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, knocked her down. He's like,
yeah.
He picks her up.
Walk it off, Granny. Walk it off.
I think I might have to see a lawyer.
Yeah.
I heard it all. And it wasn't me that knocked her down.
Right. Well, good for you.
Dean says, I hate self-checkout. Mom says, the reason I think you are sick, you'd have to live with Dean to know why sometimes I have to get out of the car. He's a crop duster.
Hey, listen, I want anybody that'll eat crystals for breakfast, okay? All right, you're going to get crop dusted. I'm not going to ride in the car.
Check this out. Mom worked there in 1980 as a cashier, and I think I just put two and two together because I've always thought she looked familiar to me. She worked at
there you go.
Dude, what a small world. Like we all worked at the same store at the same time.
That is wild.
For a few months anyway.
That is wild.
Do I have to put that name on screen? That's the one we're talking about.
Do what?
If there was ever a person that had, I better be nice.
No, don't be. By all means, go ahead.
This guy was a jerk. He treated me crap. He talked down to me every day. He never gave me the benefit of the doubt. I went in on a Saturday one day, and I had walked to work. Actually, I didn't have a ride. I walked to work. I went by Wendy's and got me a Frosty. Right. And I'm back getting ready to go to work. I'm not on the clock, and I was eating my Frosty, and he's going around high-fiving and everybody shaking their hand. When he gets to me, he said, I hope you're not going to get sick off of that, Cordell. You know, you got a job to do today. Right. I mean, I got treated like that all the time, man. I don't know why he didn't like me. I don't know why. He gave me the job. He was the one that gave me the job. But yeah, we know Mr. RB. He's probably deceased now, honestly. I was 15, 16 years old. He's got to be, but he's got family here. I'm not going to say it.
Well, you know, I don't remember.
And so to somebody, he was greatly loved and appreciated, and it just didn't work out for me. So
I didn't really have that experience. I mean, nobody, you know, they didn't ride me. You
were in the preppy crowd. Come on, man. I bet you ran a cash register too.
No, I didn't run the cash register.
They let all the preppy boys run the cash registers, you know, had the perfect hair. They say, you want to run a cash register?
No, I made too much money in tips.
Oh, we did make some good money.
Hey, I made
more money in tips than I did a paycheck.
Oh, I did too.
Come on, you know.
Yeah.
But yes, Dean, we did. And there was one manager that I really liked. Well, two. One of them I kind of liked, but one I really liked. He was more of a second shift guy. He was really fair and square with me.
Right.
But man, they had in the summer, I don't know if you remember this, it got so hot. And I don't know if this happened before that. I don't know. Those Coke bottles were blowing up on people, on the workers.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I had a friend, he was moving. They never gave me that job. I was more just take groceries out, go clean up spills, whatever.
Right.
They did, because they actually will let the guys move the truck on the lot. You know, so only a certain few got that. So she did. Well, that's exactly what I said. Because I got tired of being treated like dirt.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was loading Cokes. One of them blew up on him and it cut him really bad. And they had to take him to the hospital and get stitches. That's how bad it blew up on him.
Wow.
So I was in the break room. And listen, I didn't understand way back then about lost time incidents and all that.
Yeah.
But the dude's got like an arm all wrapped up and everything. But here's the thing. They didn't bring him back to the store and let him like have light duty the rest of the day. They made him do full duties. So even back then, Mr. Shy Me, Mr., you know, don't say too much. I was always an advocate for safety.
Right.
And I was in the break room in the back and I said, this ain't right. You should not be having to work, dude. You have been hurt on the job. You got stitches in your arm. They're making you live. Well, I didn't know everybody there because I've been there that long. And the meat market manager was in the break room. Man, he went off. Like he got mad at me. Like, well, what do you mean? It's not a free ride. He's a worker here. He works. And I said, where's your compassion, dude? Like, this guy got hurt doing a job for you. And by the way, I don't want to do your Cokes. If they're blowing up on you, why are you storing them outside in the heat anyway? I mean, these things, you know how Coke does anyway, that pressure that builds. Anyway, I that's probably why nobody.
Well, let me tell you.
I probably got labeled. He runs his mouth. He asks the hard questions,
Well, number one, the managers back then, they were not the cream of the crop. Okay. They
Are you saying there's a possibility some of them might have been losers?
No, there's a definite possibility. Matter of fact, that could be a foregone conclusion, but
it's like are you putting them on the same level? I'm going to get in trouble today as a used car salesman.
No, I would not do a used car salesman that way. I would not do it. No. A used car salesman actually has some skill, But
man.
Yeah, that was an eye-opening experience working my first W-2 job. I did not want another one after that.
Oh, Mom remembers that. There was also some affairs that went on. That was well known. There was a lot of affairs.
I got caught in a couple.
Let's say office girls.
I was a young guy.
Or cashiers.
Yeah.
Cashier. They had some pretty cashiers.
They did.
My lasting memory of the place, and I did have friends. I did have a good time mostly, but it wasn't because of leadership. I can tell you that. It was never, ever because, and I'll ask you another question in a minute, but there was a lady that would come in there, and this is back in the days when if you were on food stamps, you had the stamps. This ain't the card today. You get to do like a debit. This is where you had to tear the cards out.
The S&H food stamp.
And they even made you take, like, to change. You got the little paper, and you had to use that change up. Anyway, there was a lady that come in every week, and she'd buy groceries, and use her hair was real oily, and you could tell she was just living a really tough time.
Right.
And none of the guys wanted to take her groceries out because she never tipped. I was honored to take her groceries out. I used to talk to her a lot, and they would avoid her. They would avoid her line like the plague. I'd say, Cordell, that's for you. I'd say, absolutely. And I took her groceries out with honor.
Yeah.
To help.
Well, that's the way you were supposed to do everybody.
Yeah.
That's not right.
That didn't always happen, man.
Oh, I agree.
I'll tell you, one night there was a lady, she had like two full buggies. That's a lot of food to push out. Well, nobody wanted it, and they laughed at me. They said, that little old lady, she won't tip you. We'll leave that one for Cordell. So I didn't mind. So I took it out. I will say this about that store, though. Customer was always right, even if they weren't.
Yeah.
Customer was always right. So I had a lady, and I took her groceries out, and it was a lot. But I get out there, and I'm listening to her. And if the customer wanted to talk, you didn't say, I got to go.
Exactly.
The customer was always right. So anyway, this lady talked to me for a few minutes, and she actually got emotional. And the reason she come in once a month was, and having gone through what I've went through now, I could even appreciate it even more. But her husband was in ill health, and she was a 24/7 caregiver, and she'd get somebody to watch for 1 or 2 hours once a month, and she would go out and she would buy groceries up enough for a month.
Wow.
And at the end, she gave me, I'm serious, dude, like a $20 tip. And I actually tried to give it back, and she said, no, this is like, I don't ever get to see anybody, talk to anybody, and you have been kind, and I appreciate you listening to me. Right. And so I just put it in my pocket. I mean, I was near tears myself as a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Anyway, I go back in, and all the guys are laughing at me. Yeah, man, you've been gone forever. You've missed all kind of money. We've made
I'd
good
popped
tips.
That 20 right in front of them.
I said, you don't know what you're talking about. So they called me a liar.
Right.
So I pulled it out and all their mouths fell open. It was the biggest tip I ever got, was a $20 bill.
Really?
But I got a lot of tips, man. You know,
I did too. I made a lot of money. I mean, I would get, $5, $10 tips on a very regular basis.
that's probably because you work days, you know, the preppy crowd, you work the days and you got.
Well, I would talk to all of the housewives and, and tell them how nice
You
they
sure
look today.
You
and-
sure look pretty today.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a nice top.
You're
Here-
prettier than a $2 pistol.
Here's my number, just saying, you know.
Well, I'd write it on the bag or whatever. No. No, I did have well, maybe not a lot, but I had some scruples.
I was going to ask you, did they make because I never saw you at this either, Paul.
What's that?
They bring you in and do the inspection and make you do the the grocery trials test, you know, where you had to bag the groceries up. They take the razor blade, split the four corners, and nothing could fall. And couldn't have anything that shouldn't be bagged together. We got done like that once a quarter or something like that.
I never had that done to me.
See what I mean? He was in the preppy crowd. He was in the clique.
I just never had it happen.
They brought us all in. They lined us up like we were in boot camp. And they would go down through there, and they would always get me. They'd say, Cordell, you need to shave a little closer. They'd say, clean your bow tie. Your shirt needs to be, wider. I mean, dude, it was like boot camp. And they would do these. They would throw stuff on the. They would scan stuff through as fast as they could. We just got those scanners,
Right.
and at first it was the things, but they went to scanners while I was there. And anyway, they would throw them at you as fast as they could, 2 bags worth, and you had to bag all that up. And then they would take a razor blade, cut the corners. They would fall open. If anything fell, you had to do it again.
Right.
I was fortunate; I never failed that. But man, it was. Did you ever know Junior that worked there? He went to Lakeview. Junior, I worked with. He cracked me up during those things. He's a funny guy.
Right.
Junior, what was his last name? The Palma. What is his name? Junior. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Funny guy. I think he's still with us. And it was me, him, and a couple of the guys. We go running around because they do it on a Saturday morning.
Right.
Early, man. You'd have to be there at like 8 o'clock, 7 or 8 o'clock doing this stuff. But they would always find something to gig you on, like, you're not this, you're not that, whatever, da. But it was so funny, man, because that store was at one time was the busiest store in the whole region.
Oh yeah.
They'd be lined up in the aisles on a Friday and Saturday night, which you never saw because you were in the clique. So, there was a guy one day, he put the milk. I never put it up there, but some of the guys would put milk up on the handle area. Well, I saw a guy drop 2 gallons of milk back to back.
Wow.
He had 2 buggies. Somebody brought 2 buggies worth, and he bumped the buggy, and those milks went in the floor. Like several registers worth are full of just milk. Man, those managers were so mad. Man, they were about ready to pull somebody's
Like somebody
eyeballs
shot
out.
a dairy cow or something.
We got a leak.
Yeah. Wow.
True story, though. True story. There was a guy, and he was kind of a jack of all trades. There was a guy that worked there, and he would bag groceries, but he'd run registry. He'd also stock. He was and you probably knew him because I think he worked a lot of days. But anyway, one day they called because again he was kind of like the gopher. They'd put him. He's like shock troop. Wherever they had a shortage, they would move him into.
Right.
Well, one day somebody come through the register and was talking about the crop dust. This was even worse. This was like gag. It's like owned them like they had an accident bad.
Oh Lord.
Sickening.
Oh Lord.
Well, about that same time there was a call for cleanup in the ladies' restroom.
Oh.
And I talked to that guy later. And I'm not making, listen, things happen. We'll call it
Do they really?
explosive diarrhea.
Right.
And their bathrooms were made where you could there was a drain in there. And which nowadays at EPA, you probably couldn't even do this. Well, he brought the big hose in there. It was on the ceiling, dude.
Oh my heavens.
It was like a bomb went off.
I've never seen any. I've never heard of.
Nor do I want to,
I mean,
but it was like
they fall down and brown eye up on them, or I mean, how does something like that even happen?
I don't know, but
It'd be like a fountain.
But that's what he told me. I didn't see it, But trust me, looking at him, you wouldn't have doubted it because the guy was like green. He was like, man, I ain't never seen what he said. I ain't never seen nothing like that. They were in the stall, but it got all over the stall and everywhere. But he said, dude, it was even on the ceiling.
Wow.
I guess maybe I don't even want to surmise anymore what that.
That's
But
I've been in some restrooms and seen some horrible stuff.
But you know, every week you would hear about somebody's knocked a jar of pickles in the floor, and I mean, just everywhere. Oh my God, I never had to do those. Usually, I was always working the front end, the fleet, the runners. We had to run.
They tried to get me to do stock one time, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So I told them, no, I'm not doing it.
They tried to recruit me, the stalkers did, but I was in school.
Yeah.
So I could only work certain hours.
Well, like I said, I only worked there for a couple of months.
I just, that's
what
wild.
they could do with it.
So we had the big three there, me, you, and Mom.
Yeah.
There was a guy that played running back for Rossville High School then. He was a excellent athlete, well known. I can't remember his name. He was also a guy where I worked with a lot. Really nice guy.
You know, I can't remember hardly anybody that I worked with back then. I can't even remember the cashiers' names. Well, I don't have that kind of recall now. I've had too much Dane Bramage.
There's a lot of water went over the dam.
Yeah.
For me and you both. I don't remember a lot of the names, but I did remember the one Dean asked about, who was the overall store manager. And I can see the faces of so many people, the other managers, some of the cashiers, some of the other bag boys and stuff. And bag boys, I don't know. Nowadays that would be, materials engineer or something.
Yeah. Something along those lines.
But that was the first official job was, and now it's Food City.
Right. Yeah, it's gone from Red Food Store to Buy Low to Food City.
Food City. But yeah, and for years, we had the second store up the street. Now it's not now, but that's how much of a control they had over. I mean, there wasn't many in town at that time.
No, and you had everybody, there was a Piggly Wiggly in Chickamauga.
And you had Kroger was there for a while.
Yeah.
You know what? Kroger paid their bag boys more and they didn't have to run. A couple of our guys, whenever I went to work, I just stayed at the one I was at.
Right.
And there was what was the other one there in town?
Food Line.
No, it was later. The one down there by the McDonald's, the old McDonald's. What was the name of that one? ShopRite. Was that ShopRite?
Was it a ShopRite? It wasn't a Pruitt's food town, was it?
It could have been. I don't remember.
Because I know Pruitt's was in Hickson, because I knew the Pruitt's. But I thought they had a couple of other stores, and I thought one of them was in Fort Oglethorpe. I don't remember.
Man, it's been so long. So long.
Yeah, it has.
And then you had some little stores where like they were high, but they were like mini grocery stores almost, up the street. You could get, they had a butcher, you could go get fresh meat.
Yeah.
And buy a little bit of everything. I mean, they were kind of carried a little bit of everything in those stores. But yeah, it was a great place to grow up in. But I would say that store was your prototypical old school management system where the employees
it was a good old boys club.
Well, it was, but the employees were trash. They just treated them. I mean, they'd cuss you out. They didn't care. When I say cussed out, I mean full on cussed out.
I never had anybody do that to me.
I did.
And it's a good thing because I wouldn't have had my job 2 months if that would have happened.
If I'd told my dad would have went down there. He probably went to jail. But, I thought I'm 16 now. I'll handle it. And it ended up with me telling them what they could do with the job,
Yeah.
So, and I missed it. I missed being around. I missed the work. I missed the money,
Right.
And I even tried to go back once. I just need a job. Thought, man, my boss was for it. He said, but Mr. Fix It, Mr. One who was in control said no.
It ain't happening.
And I was like, okay, so I moved on, you know. I wish I'd like to have, we need Dean's work history, you know, the Chaser, little places he worked. We need to find out what stuff he did.
I told you when I was 10 years old, I was making $20 an hour.
10?
20.
Oh, 20.
$20 an hour giving riding lessons.
Oh, yeah, at the
Happy Valley Farms.
Happy Valley Farms.
Yep.
Riding them horses.
Yep, sure enough.
After that, I worked at the pizza place.
It's
not there anymore. Pizza Inn.
Did any of that stuff.
And what's funny, if you were in, like, let's say it's a Saturday night, about the time, because all of them closed about the same time, people would start calling each other that knew people at the different restaurants, and they'd start trading food. Because you always had stuff left over. Something didn't get picked up. So they would say, I'm at the pizza place. We'll give you a pizza for some Big Macs or something.
See, I used to love Pizza Inn.
Oh, it's a great place to eat.
They had the best pizza. I remember when you walked in, they had that little buffet thing right in the front, you know.
Yeah.
Right. I could tear some pizzas up. I could go in, I could eat 2 pizzas by myself.
Yeah, they ran that buffet during the day. But at night, the guy that he was like a second in command there. He's a pretty cool guy. We ran around. He was in college, I think, I think he was already in college. He's a little bit older than me.
Right.
And we used to ride around, listen to music and stuff. Man, think about this. This is 1982, somewhere in there.
Right.
We used to do bank drops, dude. Like I would just be with him. And check this out. We would do, they would take in several $1,000s on a Saturday night.
Right.
We would do a bank drop in Rossville.
Yeah.
Right there.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, dude, is this like safe? You're like, are you armed? we didn't have a gun man. And
you would not even think about doing something like that today.
Sketchy Rossville, you know, right in front of the bank, being pull up. Yeah. He didn't even have nowadays they got where you can pull behind and do the quick drop thing or whatever.
Right.
He had to get out of the car with the bag under his arm, walking up to the door. They had something in front or something that you would open and drop it in.
Right.
And I'm like, this is not good. My sister worked at Hardee's on 23rd Street.
Wow.
And had to do bank drops on 23rd. Now, what's the escalator on that?
I want to tell you what, I can't remember a time when 23rd Street was not just.
Oh, man.
It was dangerous. That's just all there is to say. It was dangerous. Rossville Boulevard, 23rd Street, you know, that was all. There was some characters, I'll put it that way.
I would go in there sometimes just to see her. I'd be off and I'd go over and I'd eat something. I'd just hang out and read a book or something. And I saw drug deals going down, probably some other things that were going on. I'm like, wow. This is like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let me tell you, that was the first time that I realized just how mean the Hardee's morning crowd can be. They don't play.
Well, no, they're a bunch of,
So I went into the Hardee's early one day, like I was off and I went to the Hardee's. And so I went in and thank you for the love there. Appreciate it. I went into, it was early. I was in that morning. I guess I beat them, man. I got there early. So I'm sitting at this table and some old men showed up, you know, the kind with the socks up to their knees and shorts and Velcro shoes and comb overs and all that. This guy,
black socks.
This guy, he looks at me and he goes, "You're in our seat."
I said, "I don't think so."
And I said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "We sit here every Saturday morning." I said, "Not today." And he just stood there. I'm kind of stubborn. Come on, dude.
Bit asked nicely.
Yeah, I don't mind. He just come up being a jerk.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You're going to move?" I said, "No, what do you want to bet?" I said, "No." Well, he went over
Why
there,
should
man.
I move?
Oh, he told everybody. They was all over staring at me,
Hey,
and it made them mad when they found out my sister worked there. Like she come up, she brought my food out to me, and they just despise me. I was like, these people are mean. Like they're not even nice.
Yeah. Well, just a bunch of old farts.
With a fart gun.
Yeah, with a fart gun.
I'm not saying all of them were, but I'm going to tell you that 23rd Street crowd, they were rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're doing a great gospel singing up here at Bojangles. I saw a picture. I need to get up there on Friday. I think it's Friday night.
Really?
Hardee's and Bojangles are great for the evening because most of their business is morning time.
Right.
So the evening times, it's like, ghost town. I mean, so it's a good time to get another crowd in, have a gospel singing or something like that.
That's true.
What city is Old Road, Willow, and Clover? This is, I live in Northwest Georgia here in Fort Oglethorpe.
Yep.
But where the Hardee's was, that was over in Chattanooga, the suburb.
Yeah, we're right on the border.
We're right on the border. So that was Chattanooga and a lot of crime. And that street's always, you're right, Paul, 23rd, it's always had crime.
Yep.
Always.
Yep.
Back to the days of the big flea market and what was that restaurant? Holders? Was that Holders?
Holders restaurant. Yep.
I ate in there one time. I mean, it was like
that was like the trucker crowd.
Yeah, it was like a supersized Waffle House.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But listen, there's a lot of crime in that area. I mean, you definitely wouldn't want to walk down the road without having some protection.
That's during the day.
That's during the day. There's no doubt.
You don't even want to walk down that road at night.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yep. Hey, big man, let me hold $1.
There's some, and that's on the main road. You get off on the side roads, some of those neighborhoods.
Oh yeah.
You just don't know what you're going to encounter. It's a rough area.
Yeah, to say the least.
But yeah, that was a rough Hardee's, man. I'm certain that there was prostitution going there, drug sales, a little bit of everything.
All you had to do is walk in the bathroom, you find out. I mean, it's crazy in there. I didn't frequent the place, so
yeah. Well, where'd you go to work after the big red food store?
Nowhere. I would travel farms and bale hay.
They're in Northwest Tennessee, and our Hardee's always quiet. Well, yeah, and that's good. Well, there's great places. It just happens to be that's
this one particular one was.
It's a rough place. I think it's still there. Like it's a rough place. It is
still there. Yeah.
I mean, they got to eat, but it's a rough place.
Yeah.
Like rough. I mean, it's just a high crime area. There's just it's industrial / hood / everything else. I mean, it's there's so much that it's right off the interstate.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot of stuff. In fact, I think the closed, was it the Food City down over there because the thefts were so heavy? Was it there? And was it that one?
There was a Food City right there on 23rd Street.
They've closed 2 Walmarts down in the area because there was so much theft. And one was over there,
Brainerd.
Near Wilcox.
Yeah.
They closed that thing down, man. They were robbed blind. They couldn't stop it all.
Yeah.
And there's been maybe a Dollar General Market or something that closed. I mean, it's bad. But those are just rough areas. But yeah, the Hardee's out here in Fort O, it still has that morning crowd. They're not mean like that, but
yeah, all Hardee's has a morning crowd.
They do. They take over.
And
I have vowed, Paul, that I'm never going to do the knee-high socks with shorts and Velcro shoes, no matter how comfortable they are. I'm not doing it.
I won't either. I don't know if you can see. I don't even have socks on.
The comb over.
Yeah, the comb.
I want to grow. I want to be I'm the grandfather, the older guy. I want to be that guy who's a little bit, fun, serious when he needs to be, but a little bit of mystery.
Yeah.
Get in trouble with the parents. Yeah, that's my job.
That's me.
It's definitely you.
That's me. Me and my wife are the cool grandparents.
Now, there's times I get aggravated. I'll give you for instance. Love my grandkids.
Right.
The 2 high schoolers.
Yep.
We were on day 11 day 11 yesterday.
Okay.
And I need to know the video, but they wanted, and normally I don't pick up 2, but I was picking up 2 that day, but they wanted to go to Wendy's. So one of the things I don't like, my wife had the greatest patience with it. I don't like to even order from the box at the drive, anyway,
Right.
the drive through.
Right.
But what really, just bugs me is it's something I just can't stand. Pet peeve of mine is give me the order and don't change it. If you give me the order, I won't. Hey, we got Sir Chaser
in the house.
Yes.
But anyway, they started changing the order after I'm ordering.
Hey, by the way, there's biscuits right over here, guys.
You want a biscuit, man?
Hope so.
Get how many you want, man. I don't. You take it. You do the work there.
All right, I'm gonna take
Getting some business
Do what
cards.
you want. Yeah.
No, I got some.
That enough?
Yeah.
So I have a question here, Sir Chaser.
Yes.
This is a Boyd Speedway reunion. Is that correct?
Yes.
What are they just going to stand around a big dirt pile and
the Marine was talking. It's gonna be like
an empty parking lot?
I don't know if there could be cars there. I know there'll be drivers. There'll be a podcast there.
Okay. All right.
We'll go over there and invade.
I'm
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah. Get your phone out and
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah, we're going to.
Awesome.
I'm ready for it.
Y'all have a great time out there,
I
man.
wish y'all was coming. I wish all y'all was coming.
Well,
Yeah.
somebody's got to hold down the fort, man. Somebody's got to hold
That's
down
the
the
way
fort.
it goes.
And I don't want to ride with you after hearing what Mom said about you riding around with you. We don't
Not
want to.
without a gas mask.
Not without a gas
No.
mask. That's right. But yeah,
Did y'all know that the manager would take a drink sometimes?
at Red Food. Oh, I'm not shocked.
She told me about that before I left. She said, ask him, do they know that he would take a drink?
I did not.
I wish he'd have took a lot more, to be honest, because I think it would have made him
But
a lot nicer. I mean,
I bet you he didn't know I did the same thing.
the difference is he would have got on to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know.
But who can tell the difference?
That's right.
Biscuit Boy was in the clique. You
Yeah.
heard that. He worked day shift. He didn't have to do the bag wars and all
No,
that.
Didn't have to do any of that.
The
All
boot-
right. All right, I'm going. Thank y'all.
All right.
See you, brother.
Behave out there. No,
Get some sleep now.
no crystals for you.
When y'all going to be off the air?
Oh, here by about noon,
Okay. All
Somewhere
right.
around in there.
All right. We're getting remotely.
11
Say,
o'clock,
brother.
noon,
All right,
something like that. I don't
Thank
know.
y'all.
We got another show. But I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, y'all, the quote here, yeah, the crime shuts down, grocery stores down, then people complain about being in a food desert. It's like the morons, absolute morons out in St. Louis. They
Yeah.
burned down the pharmacy, CVS or whatever it was. I mean, that was where they got their medicine.
Yeah.
How stupid are you? Even if you hate society, even if you hate everybody, your grandma or somebody's going to shop there. And you stop grandma from being able to get
They
the
don't,
medicine.
They don't.
They're
think.
stupid.
They don't think. That's the whole thing.
Cheering the Wendy's burning down. Then they want to go get, a triple. I mean,
Yeah. What happened to my Frosty?
it's just stupid.
It melted when you burn it down. That's what happened to it.
I was coming through town a few years ago.
Yeah.
It was on a Sunday morning, I think. We were headed church. I think we went over and ate at this other place, but we were coming out of there. Matter of fact, man, black smoke is just bailing out of the Burger King. They caught the people in the kitchen, caught the kitchen on fire.
Wow.
I mean, they ran out. They got out. It was down for a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. They had to go in and redo some stuff.
That the whole charbroiled thing brought a whole new meaning to that, didn't it?
Hey, boss, yeah, you ever hear the commercials where it's the Hispanic, hey, boss, Julio, crashed the truck, that's kind of the way it was, we were cooking and I don't know what happened, but
Hey, boss, you hired no guy.
the restaurant is on
He
fire.
no work. He no work. Yeah.
Absolutely. Ignorance and expecting someone else to pay for it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's like burn down your environment, then go, well, hey, you got to fix it.
Yeah.
And there's all those people that are just more than willing to throw our money at a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
We got to help them. I
Well-
say, you know what? You deserve what you get. I mean,
This is another thing. All of these wealthy people in New York City, the actors,
New York City.
Like George Clooney,
What a loser.
they voted Mondami in.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's coming up with a wealth tax, and they're furious. We do charity. We do this. We want your money.
They don't care if he screws everybody else, but you're not supposed to hurt the home team.
Exactly.
That's what always killed me about Biden is we're going to tax the rich.
Yeah, good for you.
Well, dude, you're the rich. I mean, Pelosi. I wonder what Pelosi thought about that. We're going to tax the rich.
Oh, they're laughing at it all the way.
I mean, because they wasn't going to take their own money. I mean, that meant middle class.
Well, you've got these morons that are putting morons in charge and then getting mad when the morons turn on the morons.
This guy,
it's comical.
This guy has never hid who he is.
No, he's
just like these other idiots.
He
that they're
comes
voting
from
in
a wealthy family.
Yeah.
And he just wants to ruin the United States. That's what it's all about. And the crown jewel of the United States was New York City.
Obama was the same way,
I think it ought to be,
Wyoming. Burned down the
something.
country, hate the flag.
Yeah.
Old Road, Willow and Clover. Nope. I worked hard for my money. They made their own bed or box. They can sleep in it. And I agree.
Yeah.
This is the thing. You have these people, they claim racism where it doesn't exist when really the racism is being exhibited by they themselves.
Oh yeah.
But they don't, but they always claim if their ilk is all in power, it would be a utopia. No, it wouldn't. It would burn to the ground.
Exactly. In no time.
Even Chris Rock, remember, Chris Rock was funny because he would take on
controversial
cultural things. Yeah. And Chris Rock often would say in his routines that a brother can't have nothing because other brothers want to tear him down.
Yeah.
So he'd make the joke about bringing in the big screen TV in the middle of the night, covered up because you couldn't let nobody know you had it or they would come steal it. He would joke about that.
But it's true.
But he lived that. He knew what it was. I mean, he saw that, Yeah. Yes, you're right. Socialism's taking over. It's very scary. Absolutely.
That's like there was a skit that Dave Chappelle did about this guy that worked at Whack Arnold's. All right. That was the name of the restaurant, Whack Arnold's. It was a play on McDonald's, but it was Whack Arnold's. And it was like, look at Calvin. He got a job. He getting paid. This, that, and the other. Let's go rob him. They're all proud of him. And, let's go rob him.
I go in, I like to deal in facts. And I was at, guarding, doing security at the big box store one night. And there was a guy who works there. He was coming out after a day of work, African-American. Right. And I said, hey, have a good night. And he said, I appreciate it, man. He goes, and he stopped and he turned around. He said, I like to work. He said, all my cousins mock me. He said, they sit around playing video games all day and they call me stupid. Yeah. They say, you got to play the system, man. We make money just sitting here playing video games. You're a fool. And he goes, I want honesty. He said, I'm not claiming all that. I want to go out and earn my money. It's not a free ride, but that's what he told me. He said, my cousins and friends, they mock me. He said, well, we're going to sit here and play video games while you go to work, you go to work. Yeah. He said, they're wrong. They're just wrong. They're just, you can't see it.
Well, unfortunately, you've got people that genuinely need assistance.
Sure.
That are going through genuine hard times.
But that's not an 18-year-old in great health.
But they cannot get assistance because they don't meet a particular criteria.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And then they're the ones that don't get it.
No, they don't get it. And then you have those that are perfectly capable of going out and making their own money, but they won't do it because they can sit and draw money off the government.
Yeah. Off me and you.
Exactly.
They say racism because they have no argument and believe it will shut us up. Not anymore. And that's true. This is being pushed back. This whole idea of white guilt. And listen, you've talked about this on the show many times. Yeah. We love everybody. We're not racist.
Not at all.
I don't have any white guilt. I've
Oh,
not done
there-
anything to anybody. I've worked hard my whole life. There's nobody did the handout. I didn't get a job because I worked hard.
Yep.
My whole life. My body I hurt, and I know, Paul, you hurt.
Yep.
But I know people the same way, man. They're trying to get on disability that they can still work. And Paul, you probably got 7 qualifiers for disability.
Oh, I could be on disability today.
But you work.
I just choose not to.
And I'm not saying nothing against people that need it and deserve it. I mean, my wife went downhill and she never even got on it. She went downhill so fast. She'd worked hard all of her life.
Right.
And, she got to draw. What did she got to draw? I think she retired at 62 because her body was starting to fail her. And
Right.
she got 3 years, about 3 years of not quite 2.5 years of drawing. So, people say, I'm going to work till I'm 70 and get the full amount. You may not make 70. I mean,
That's the reason why you want to have other things set
Yeah,
in place. You should not depend on Social Security
no.
or anything like that for your retirement ever.
Yeah, absolutely no what guilt here. I agree with that comment. And by the way, it's a perfect segue for the Ascending Group. Paul,
There you
talk
go.
about the Ascending Group and give a contact info. Because I'll let him tell you. I need to be quiet.
Well, the Ascending Group started by our oldest son, Brian Arnold, amazing leader. We do things differently. I'll put it that way. We want to help people get into a better financial situation, and we never charge them a penny to help them do so. We show them strategies that most people have no clue even exist, because only the wealthy use these, because they have people to advise them on these matters. The majority of the people in this country don't have those type of people to advise them. That's where we step in. We can help anybody. If you're on food stamps, we can probably help you out. If you're a billionaire, we can definitely help you out.
Yeah.
And we've done all.
And the companies you work with are
A plus.
and paying you. And that's what he just said is true. He's not charging you. So, but you can get yourself, and you're right. They hide these things from people. They don't want them to know them because they've used them.
Right.
Up in New Jersey, a lot of those rich people up there, they claim a lot of those properties up there, multi-million-dollar mansions.
Mhm.
They all work together. They keep them designated as farmland, so the taxes are lower.
Yeah.
That's the kind of things they do. They got a little power structure up there doing that. John Bon Jovi was one of those in that neighborhood because I've seen that.
Right.
But all that big estates and everything, it
Yeah.
was farmland at one point. It's not anymore.
Well, I mean,
But they want you to pay your fair share and more. That same crowd is all over us about our duty and, helping the
Right.
country and all that,
Right.
but they don't do it.
Yeah.
They don't do it.
Well, the thing is, don't get mad at people because they know how to work the system. If, and by I say, don't get mad at people, that even goes for the people that are drawing disability and not working, even though they're totally able to. Don't really get mad at them for scamming the system, because the system's set up to be scammed. If we want to do something, change the system.
Yeah.
So-
Early 90s, I was a young single mother, applied for food stamps in where I lived. I did not match the color of everyone around me. They approved $17 a month. I found more jobs. Yeah.
Yep.
I had some friends and they applied for a small business loan in, this was Northwest Georgia, almost in Tennessee, but not there. They had already a successful business and wanted to get the loan to expand. And they were told this to their face: you'll never get it. And that's what they were told. You're not a minority. You're not here illegally.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Unfortunately, that's what we've run into today. But, listen, we're starting to get rid of this woke mentality slowly but surely. We came through a living nightmare with COVID.
No doubt.
That all COVID was a test run anyway, but it woke people up. They saw what is capable of happening. they can shut you down. You know, they can do whatever they want to do unless we, the people, fight back.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
Stand up Americans. Amen.
Yep.
Well, we've went over. We are going to shut this show down. We're going to be back with a new live show called Just How Big a Boy Are You? For those that don't subscribe on Substack or go to get our free Roku download, you'll only see a few minutes of it. Then we take it down. It's behind the paywall.
Yeah.
We have a couple of shows like that. So you can go to Substack. You put that widget on the screen.
And it's always a lot of fun.
And
on
you
How
can
Big
get
a Boy
you
Are
can get a free subscribe there.
Yeah.
And see one show for free. It is one we put behind the paywall. We don't do a ton of them like that, but we do a few things, you know.
And it's not that much.
About $5 a month. And
Yeah.
if you download the Roku, it's free. So subs will come there later, but we're just doing free right now.
Right.
Wolf Nation Network. And I did flip the Substack over. It is now Wolf Nation Network. So I think I got all that switched over. We've been slowly switching over from Southern Patriots to we're still Southern Patriots, and we're
Right.
Patriot Nation and all those things.
Yep.
Cornbread Nation, but it's all under the banner of Wolf Nation Network.
Yep.
And we appreciate everybody stop by. Amen. Thank God the woke is going to sleep.
Yep.
Thank you for popping in. We appreciate your viewing. Come back and see us.
Definitely.
We're amping back up the shows this week. We did a big major studio upgrade, and we've still got another upgrade we've got to do, but we're about there. We're about there.
Hey, I want to tell you what, it's night and day.
It is night and day.
It is night and
We
day.
got a few little tweaks here and there, but mostly it's all good. And if you get a good engineer, I didn't even change the header for this show, but it's okay.
Well, I love the name Old Road Willow and Clover.
I do too.
I really like that.
That's
Thanks
cool.
for stopping in and chatting with us today.
Absolutely. We're on everything. Obviously, I think you have Facebook, and we have several Facebook channels. So
Yep.
Thanks so much. Happy Saturday. It's
Yes.
Saturday.
Go out and enjoy it.
We're going to be down for just a few minutes. We'll be back up, and we'll be on this channel too, but we'll take it down after about 15 minutes. So we'll see you then. If you can come back and be with us, take care. God bless. Get the
Peace.
music dialed up. We'll see you soon.
Out on the airwaves, mud soaked and loud. Cornbread man talking, biscuit boy proud. Static crackles like a rattlesnake's tail. Voices rolling like a freight train wheel. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Gravy drips in the southern drawl. Stories thick like the cypress tall. Radio rebels riding wild and free, shouting truths like a storm at sea.